got ACs in, 5,000 BTU in the window, 12,000 BTU unit here, and a custom piece of cardboard, kind of block. The actual appliance that goes in there doesn't fit in that window because it's not a standard window. So I guess I'll have to see about making something for it. The bed tonight is actually going to go on that wall. Not right there. That's where the bedroom will be. It's our bedroom, and then the bathroom is where the dog crate is at. L2V2. And then we'll have the other bedroom and a small laundry room storage area kind of thing there. This part is going to be the living area. And then this part over here, no, I'm sorry, yeah, this part's going to be the kitchen over there, or something. I don't know, my wife keeps changing things on me. I'm confused. And that is a headboard I made for the bed tonight. Otherwise, your pillows slip between the studs and the bed while you're sleeping, and the next thing you know, you wake up and you got a serious neck ache. So I shall try and take care of that. Okay. We'll sleep cool tonight, I think. We found our fan. The tornado did not take it away. We got that going. We've got the big AC, the small AC, and I just put in a lamp we got a bit of ambiance. So hopefully we're not pushing the breaker too much. That's a 100-foot 12-gauge extension cord going from the electric pole to the shabin. 25-foot coming off of that, actually coming off of the surge protector. It's a 12-gauge extension going to the 12,000 BTU. And then the fan and the light and the dorm fridge back there are all plugged into the surge protector. We have a microwave too, but we're not plugging that in tonight, not that I know of. All right, just thought I'd show you the ambiance. All right, time for a little BlackBerry picking. Hold on, let me get a shot of the spittle bug. Okay, you see down there, looks like somebody actually spit on the plant. There's a little bug inside of there called the spittle bug, and it builds itself a little nest out of secretions, which I'm assuming is like saliva. It's pretty cool. We're going to move up the hill, see if we can find some more. Well, these are dewberries. There we go. Which is basically a small wild blackberry. I actually like them because they're really sweet. And Millie's going to want to try and make some preserves. So hopefully that'll come to fruition. Whew, should have taken a buggy. Walking uphill's rough.
Good exercise.
Not if I have a heart attack in the meantime.
You look on that side, I'll look on this side. My side's in the shade. Oh, this is cool. Oh my God, look at this. Look at the spider web across the hole.
I don't know if the camera's picking it up.
And what's the white in the middle?
That's just the way that spider makes its web.
That's kind of cool, huh?
Yep.
We have to figure out which spider that is.
It's the 8-legged kind.
What do you think?
The arachnid.
Oh, look at the black-eye Susan
Oh
over there.
Oh yeah. In French they call it some pissenlits. Mom said when they were kids they actually would use those flowers to dye Easter eggs. I have a regular tripod today. I didn't bring the gimbal out because this one was tall and easier to deal with, especially while we're picking blackberries.
All right, we did not.
Okay, let's go down here. I remember when I was cutting up here, they had some blackberry vines.
Okay.
Oh, Billy found some.
Not many, and they're tiny. That's it. 3. Get 3.
3 is not going to cut it.
No.
Unless it would have been 3 cups. And we would only have been 5 cups away.
Right.
There's some right there. Is there any black? I think there's a black one in there. Now with these blackberries, they have very thorny vines. You will get stuck.
think this is?
I forgot. Brian had given it that a name. It's actually some kind of a berry that's supposed to be edible if that's the same plant. But I don't know. Maybe if one of our viewers knows what the name of that is, you could let us know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to walk slow and steady, being I don't have the gimbal. So you may be bouncing up and down a little bit. Not as bad as the iPhone chest mounts that I've seen, which that's one of the reasons I didn't get it, was I watched a review on it, and I don't know if it was the guy or if it was the mount, but there was a whole lot of bouncing going on.
Can you see it? The spider?
Yeah, it's just like the one in the hole.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out of the, I don't know if I'm picking it up, I really can't see. I'm trying not to get into the light. That would have been easier with my gimbal.
Yeah.
Peanut, get out the road.
Peanut, get over here.
Come on. Come on.
Jump.
Good boy. Peanut's a wonder dog.
I feel bad for mama dog.
Yeah. She's pretty.
She's a beautiful dog.
Love the dog.
Oh.
Come on, Peanut.
Peanut, we're back this way. Come on. Good boy. Good listening. These are all pretty much dried up. There's a whole bunch over there, but they're like little rocks.
Yeah. Yeah, this one has some of the seeds that we're getting a little, but if you make it preserves, that'll strain out or go away, cook down, whatever.
I've never made potatoes before. I don't know how it works.
I'm just telling you. I'm just here to tell you. Oh, wow.
What? Well?
Almost looks like a tunnel back through there.
Oh, through the debris?
Yeah. Like a Sasquatch or something did it. Oh, wait, we're in Mississippi. They call them wood boogers here.
Oh.
See, tons of red ones, and the black ones are dried. Tons of red ones over there, but again, the black ones are all dried up. And of course, getting back there, there's a hollow fall on our face. I'll bring you back if we find another patch where take you for a walk around the cabin. We've built some steps. The concrete very temporary, but it'll work. The outside. Go around back here. One of the AC units put in, 5,000 BTU. It works. The truck, and then of course the backside. Right now we have the 12,000 in-room air conditioner. This is the exhaust part. Unbelievably hot. And my son and I cleaned up all the wood scraps that were left over from the cabin build. We'll be able to use those when we start working on the interior, which will probably be in 2 weeks. Next weekend, we got a couple of the grandkids are staying with us at the house, so we won't be coming up, but it's alright. Window to the peak. Got my truck running because I was sitting in it because it is hot, even inside with the AC on. It is hot. A little wind blowing. I'm sure it's going to be getting in the mic now. A piece of wood I need to put on the wood pile. Probably be heading out soon. Might take a little different route home if I can. Show y'all some of the hurricane damage, tornado damage on this street. Pretty devastating. But anyway, we got to spend a night in the cabin. That's definitely a plus. Really was actually freezing in there. Once the sun goes down, the air conditioners were able to cool down the place pretty well, but with the sun up, even with both air conditioners going full blast and a fan, it's still hot in there. Can't wait till we get the guy come out and spray the foam, but he'll have to rough in the plumbing and the electrical first, and then we can get that done. Bring you back later. Alright, replace some beams and baseboard. Also put in a 6x6 tie in there to help things along, getting everything level. And people, that's what crust board looks like after it gets wet. Mush. Sawdust.
1978 crust board.
This is true, 1978 crust board. So apparently the glues from back then didn't hold up for too long when they got wet. Apparently we've got a wasp nest.
No, honeybees. I mean, bumblebee.
Bumblebees.
Would be.
The proverbial beehive.
They underrated. There's about 100 of them come out of there.
Oh, really?
I'm burning up the whole can and trying to kill one. I know the people on the lake guys in the town.
Well, they, gotta get the work done and have to have safety. Can't do it. You got the bees running around. Might be allergic to them.
I don't know where they are. You ever look up in the cabinets and see if I put them up in the cabinets?
And I don't know where they at. If they're are they in the wood itself?
They in somewhere right here.
Ah.
Kept coming out that second hole right there. The fourth. a bunch of them. I used the whole can until I killed one.
Well, my luck is probably gonna stand.
Looks like a little monster, dude.
Okay. Oh yeah, mine really got into that. And
Coming out of this hole and going in over there.
Yeah,
That makes me tend to believe there's a bigger
it's a bigger nest than what.
that or water. What I want to deal with.
this is gonna be great.
I think you're getting hung on that one just to the right. And of course the one that has the beam.
Feel up that.
Just watch my back. Make sure that none of them get on me.
Alright.
Hi, Bubba. Hi, Edie.
Big swarms. I know when we had rented that house in New Iberia after Katrina, I was cutting the grass and I got right over a hornet's nest in the ground, yellow jackets rather. All you could hear was, woo, one almost started making really funny noises. And I was like, woo, and I pulled it out and they started shooting out the ground. Dude, I took off.
That's hornet. You don't want that.
Billy's like, I have never seen you run that fast in all my life. I said, because they were trying to kill me. So here we're going to see some more of the damage from the tornado. Trees have been decorated with plastic and tarps. There's a fairly large trash pile. And then back there where a home once stood. Even more trash. I mean, stuff got blown all over. This looks like a family cemetery. This out. All of the trees and everything is torn up, completely laid to waste up in the road. This lot has actually 3 houses on it. One there. Then you have a trailer home coming up. Looks like it had some damage to the tarpaulin thing. And then actually 4 houses. 2 standard stick-built houses that were just devastated. I can stop the recording there. There's a hollow down there. Got a whole lot of debris in it. Where a brick home actually stood. 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. One right here, and then one coming up. All that's left are foundations. That I believe was a mobile home. Hey everybody, this is Jimmy and Millie with Boots and Bows Outdoors. We just spent not the weekend, Friday and Saturday up at the Mississippi place in the cabin. Got to spend our first night in there, which was interesting. I'll let Millie tell you a little bit about it.
Well, our goal this weekend was to get some steps built, temporary steps. Eventually one day we want to put a porch on, but we needed something more stable to get in and out of the cabin. We had some stuff to move into the cabin so that we could use it on the weekends while we're building there. We wanted to see if the walls that we have down on paper really worked for us physically. And what else? Pick blackberries. We were supposed to pick blackberries.
Yeah, we went to pick blackberries. That, however,
that didn't work out.
Was a bust. Yeah, we needed, what you needed, 8 cups?
I needed 8 cups for the recipe. I want to learn how to can, and so the recipe I had 8 cups. I chose the dewberries because they were wild and we didn't have to go to a farmer's market and pay for them or wait for something to grow. So
yeah,
that didn't quite make it.
Yeah, they grow all over the place. Instead of 8 cups, we ended up with about 8 berries.
That's about it. So, but we did get our steps built, and we did get our air condition hooked up, and then added a second one with extension cords because we'll be living with extension cords for a little while. And we weren't really blowing any fuses or anything, so that's good. But we were not cooling down at all.
No, in fact, when we walked in the place, it was like a blast furnace.
Yeah.
And so we had the little 5,000 BTU window unit, and we hooked that up. And we set up the bed. We had a mattress we had brought from home, was on our spare bed, and which we're going to eventually move that whole bed up there. But we had the Coleman camp cot frame that was left over from when the tornado destroyed the trailer, and we're actually able to salvage that. It really didn't sustain any damage, which was surprising because it had 2 walls that fell on it.
Right. Yay for Coleman.
Yay for Coleman, although I did send them an email telling them, about what happened, how great it was, and all of this, and then they sent me something back, wanted a model number and serial number to process my claim. I was like, did you not even read the email?
I don't think so. I think it was pretty much a standard
I think it was
reply.
Just a standard reply thing. So, but anyway.
So we managed to get everything done that we had on our list.
Well, but we put that 5,000 BTU unit in. It wasn't even making a dent. And the mattress was about 800 degrees because it was in the back of my truck on the ride up. It's a 2-hour ride from our house. And it was a sunny day, and even going 60 to 55 miles an hour, depending on what road we were on, it still absorbed a lot of heat. So between the heat of the mattress, the heat of the in the cabin, and that little bitty air conditioner wasn't able to handle it. I mean, it's 5,000 BTU, and the cabin is 14 by 40. So I was about ready to pack up and come home Friday evening.
Right.
And we got the standalone unit. That's my brother's. They were letting us use that, and that's 12,000 BTU, and it kind of cooled it off by the evening. Once the sun went down, it got frigid.
Like cold.
Yeah.
I was cold.
Yeah, and normally I need it to be cold to sleep, and it actually had me on the cold side. But then again, by midday on Saturday, it was hot in the cabin again, even with both units going. And in fact, at one point, I was literally sitting in my truck with the engine running, letting the air conditioner hit me because it was just so brutally hot outside, and it was
even hotter inside.
And even hotter inside, and there was no place to escape from the heat. There had a few places of shade, but where we were working on my brother's property or in his cabin or trailer, and things that I wanted to do, there was just no escaping the sun and the heat, and it was now unbearable.
We do realize that once the cabin is insulated, that things will be much better. The only thing is, it's going to take us a while to get to the insulating part, and so it's trying to be able to get through this summer with the work we want to do on it on the weekends. So our goal now for 2 weeks from now, when we go up there, we have the grandkids this weekend, so we're not going up with the grandkids.
Yeah.
So the next weekend we go up there is we are going to put up a tarp, a very nice tarp, and we are going to divide it into basically in half so that we're only trying to air condition half of it. And I assume our next step is now going to be to put up the walls. We did size everything, and what we have on paper will work for us. So this is a weekend cabin. It's not a daily living cabin for us, though we will spend more time up there as we go. So we're not looking for a lot of room in bedrooms, and I think we'll end up making a video about how we decided to do what we're doing in there.
Yeah.
So we're looking to just basically get our beds in there. There are going to be no closets. I don't want any closets there. There will be one storage area. But I don't find the need for closets. And if I do, then we will put some sort of shelving on the walls, and that'll be it. So we did figure out our sizes that we have planned out are good. So I think our next step will be putting up these walls.
Probably, yeah, framing up the walls. We'll frame the walls, and then we need to work on the plumbing and electrical, and then we can have the guy come and spray in the insulation. But I have to have the plumbing and the electrical roughed in first before they can spray the insulation, or else I have to sit there and try and cut through insulation, and it's going to be a mess.
So that's our time frame. We need to start getting the walls framed up next time we go up. Then after that, we'll work on the rough electrical, the roughing in the plumbing, getting our septic put in. We're contacting that man as we speak. So that's our goal, but that just does mean we're going to be spending the heat of the summer without insulated walls.
Right.
So hopefully the tarp, cutting the building in half, will help us at least be able to have some refuge from the heat and someplace comfortable to sleep on the weekends when we're up there.
Yeah, hopefully. And hopefully that there's tropical storm that just formed in the Bay of Campeche, Tropical Storm Cristobal, and we live in the New Orleans area, so we get hit with hurricanes a lot. You know, we went through Katrina, and this weekend looks like this weekend or beginning of next week, depending on which way the storm goes, it could be kind of rough for us. And I'm hoping, unfortunately, those storms do have a tendency to spawn tornadoes in Mississippi. Hopefully, we won't have that happen to us, and so that would be totally heartbreaking.
Right. For a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I mean, you saw
I think
on the video.
I think this weekend's just going to be a rain event.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think it's going to be anything
Yeah,
major.
but again, it still can spawn tornadoes. That's
Right.
the whole thing. Usually with us with hurricanes, it's not so much a wind problem; it's a water problem. Water gets pushed up into Lake Pontchartrain, which we live not far from Lake Pontchartrain. So the water gets piled up in there. Then if it overtops the levees, we live in a bowl. Okay, so water just comes right in on us, and it's one of the things we were fortunate with Katrina. Our house is on like a small ridge, and we did not flood for that, so we were very, very fortunate. But so I'm hoping that we make it through this hurricane season fine.
I hope so too.
We get some interesting weather around here from the storm. I'll shoot that, and
That would be nice. Yeah.
we'll put a video out. But I know a lot of this weekend is going to be chasing after a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. We call one tornado, the other one we call hurricane, because they're all over the place. But they're fun. We love them.
Yes.
So
And I really wanted to go blueberry since I didn't get my blackberries. I
Yeah.
wanted to go north of the lake and do some blueberry picking at some blueberry farms. We did find a couple that are open. But it's kind of, I don't know, with the rain. And we wanted to bring the kids with us and kind of do a little outing with the 2 kids. And we might have to recruit a couple more hands. But anyway, so we'll have to see what the weather holds. If we're able to go, it would be Sunday, so that'll be interesting.
yeah.
But that'll be fun, and I'm sure I can do blueberry jam or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Preserves.
Something.
Something. We've
Just
got
so I
packed
can
in-
learn how to do this. So anyway.
Yeah, my mom used to do preserves and pickles and stuff like that. So I grew up with all that. So that was pretty cool. But that was probably one of the few things that I did not learn from her. Both of my parents cooked. So they both taught me a lot. And actually, I'll be doing some cooking on the channel and some the old Cajun recipes that have been handed down through from the family. So those will be coming up. So look for those. But yeah, I know Millie wants to do the preserves, so really we need to do that. I'm just not sure how well it's going to work out with the grandkids going and picking. They probably end up with both of them coming out blue, but
Probably, but
and
that's
me with
okay.
having a heart attack. But
It'll be hot. But anyway, I guess it's just the rain we have to watch for
so
this weekend.
we really appreciate y'all watching the video. I did add some more. We went in another direction from what when we normally leave the camp. Usually we head south. Well, I took a right and went north a bit so we could get some footage, show y'all some of the damage from the tornado. Keep in mind that was all damage that's been cleaned up. It was even worse when right after the tornado happened, and I just couldn't get down that road at that point. So we didn't get to film any of that then, but being we're up there this weekend, had some time, and so we shot some of that for y'all to see what was what was going on up in that area. Really sad that people just lost their houses. A couple of people lost their
And their
lives.
lives.
One of the people that lost his life was a really good friend of my brother's. He had, since he bought the property, he and this guy had gotten together and were, but all of us have a love of fishing, and this guy was really good at fishing for crappie, or as we call them in South Louisiana, sacolé. And in fact, my brother had a boat that we had found on the property. He was going to give the guy, And I had a bunch of crappie baits. I pour my own baits and make my own flies and stuff. And I was going to bring him some of the baits that I made. And unfortunately, he was in his trailer when the tornado hit and sent it flying, and he didn't make it. So that was very very sad. But you know, life goes on. We move forward. Um, so again, thank y'all for watching the video. Really really appreciate it. If you would subscribe, like the video, share the video with people that you think would enjoy it. We'd really, really appreciate it. And hit the notification bell, because we will be putting out more and more videos as we're starting to get more comfortable with doing this, and I'm getting a little bit better with the editing and more used to doing the editing. I'm using an iPhone to shoot with and an iPad to do the editing and uploads. So it does take me a little bit of time to get these things done, but I'm starting getting into more of a flow with it and kind of a pattern, I guess. And I'm able to pump them out a little bit quicker. So again, thank you all very much. Anything else that you need?
Nope, we're good.
All right, thank you, folks. Have a good day.